Like I would leave there, and the first thing I would do is talk to a person that I felt like I was not in the same like connection with as I usually am with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like reach out to them and be like, hey, like this is what's going on, and like you did this that made me feel uncomfortable, or this that,
Mm-hmm.
and it make that dialogue that I was able to have with my friends. It just went through the roof, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. Like, it's not.
Counseling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
counseling's not for everybody, right? So it's,
I think it's just being open to to give it a shot, though. It's like, how do you really know until you don't try it? I think a lot of people just put it off
yeah,
and don't go.
yeah,
But you never really know until you try.
yeah.
But it seems like you had definitely had a lot of benefits from it. And I think that counseling seems to be like, it's almost like usually it seems like that's where people will go first.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think people think mental health, talk to somebody and will do like a counselor or, whereas that was like almost the last thing that I did,
Oh, yeah?
which like, but it was just different. Like it seems, I guess another question that came up as you were talking there, when you're looking through the list and you said they specialize in different things, did you know you were like, did you pick a relationship one?
I can't remember if I did, but
Because
she I think she was more family based.
okay,
Yeah, she's
because
more.
did you know that you were dealing with like mainly relationship stuff, or did that like clarify through the sessions?
Yeah, I think it clarified through the sessions, but also clarified like my insecurity with my body, my
Mm,
insecurity with always like being under my brother's wing kind of
mm-hmm,
thing, and my like I'll always like I have like a like I'm at people laugh at me because like I work like 12 hours a day when I go away, right? And it's
mm-hmm.
really hard work on the body.
Yeah,
And then I come home and I have 2 weeks off, and I went straight to work. I found a cash job
yeah, yeah,
because like I'm like I have a serious like work issue like with not working.
yeah,
And I figured like even going to her, she was just like, do you ever like take time for yourself? And I'm like, I like actually can't.
yeah,
Like last time I was home, I went golfing 7 days, and like 4 of them were by myself, and I was just like, yeah, I love golfing. I just got into it, but
maybe not that much.
yeah, like I can't be dropping $100 a day on a round. I gotta go work. I gotta go make money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she helped me figure that out as well. Like she was like, just I need to find that fine balance, and I'm still working on it. Like it's been years. But I mean, it's who I am. Like to be like since I was 14 years old, I've always had a job. I
Mm-hmm.
can't like not work. I've always
Yeah.
made my own money, and it's just
Well, I think it too. It's like the easiest thing to justify, where it's like, man, like going to work and making money. It's like that you can always justify it as something good to do, as opposed to like anything else. It's like either I'm sitting home not making money, or I'm going and spending money, or I'm going and making money.
yeah.
So like obviously going and making money is going to be like the thing that you would want to do.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And like now that you started to take more time for yourself, like what like if you're going to do that, what do you normally do?
Me, like
Yeah.
when the whole COVID shutdown happened first, because I used to come home and just go to the gym. I'd only be home for like 7 days a month,
Okay.
and
And
so
it was like a turnaround thing, so
yeah,
you'd be like
yeah,
3 on 1 off kind of
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah. So I would only be home like 7 days a month, so it wouldn't be bad. I like do my run around for the first like 3 days, then I'd be
Mhm.
going to the gym, and then see a couple of friends, and then I'd have to go back to work.
Yeah, 7 days ain't long when
Yeah. So when the virus shut everything down, I was like, no gym, nobody was hanging out with you, like anybody,
Mhm.
and so I basically just started gaming out hard, like hard, and I hadn't played video games in probably like I don't know, like 3 or 4 years. And
Mhm.
I just started gaming out hard, but even then, I'm like right away, I was like giving myself anxiety. I'm like, I gotta get out of the house,
Mhm.
like I gotta get out of, gotta do something else, right?
Mhm.
But so now that's why I took up golfing, because I want something that gets me out more.
Mhm.
But like I said, like 2 weeks is too much time for me to be trying to. You got to wait for everybody to get off work anyway.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I say to people. I'm like, well, like, why are you working so much? It's like, well, you work all day, so I can't hang out with you until you're off work. So I may as well work while you're working.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of funny because now that I work like usually like mainly remote, I don't have to be anywhere. And even when I was still working with Ride there, um, I had a lot of freedom, but I realized I'm like, okay, I have like 2 other friends with like similar freedom.
Hmm.
So and then they do their own shit too. So I was like, man, it's not like, again, like you say, you're just waiting for other people. You're trying to make plans. Like, well, yeah, we'll just go do something. But the only time you can make plans is weekends because they all work. And I'm like, man, this is like kind of weird. But then like we've gone to some big business events and met some people who like are fully, like living abroad and whatever they want to do. But the problem where I land is like they make way more money.
Yeah.
I have the like the freedom with just enough money to kind of live like a normal life as if I worked full time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas these guys are like can do whatever they want and spend 40K a month. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like I can't fly all over the world right now as much as I want. So I'm kind of like I find myself in that weird spot of like, yeah, I don't have the full freedom. So similar to you're saying is like you're just kind of waiting anyways for them.
Yeah.
So what do you do?